Wow, it hurts me so bad. But I thought I saved it. I yesterday. Because I saw Windows Update is gonna happen. I would have clicked this button. That's all I had to do to save. Just out of impulse. Just straight up do it. But instead, I didn't save yesterday. I didn't save 2 days ago. I didn't save 3 days ago. I didn't save 4 days ago. I saved, well, 4 days ago, actually. And that's all the things that I had to type into my system just to get back my points. Because I make sure everything is documented. Every time someone gets 100 points, it's a breaking point, so it's a checkpoint. So I have to note that down. And I'm able to always bring back the points, basically. But it's ridiculously frustrating. Because that's not the only thing I've lost. I've lost the footage to this video. It was almost over. I was almost like, okay, I'm done watching chess. I've done the commentary. I know the Windows update is coming up soon, but I think it's safe to sleep. I think it was supposed to be at 4 a.m. and I was like at 2 a.m. and I was like, it's safe to sleep. I hope. I knew this was going to happen maybe, but it did, and it ruined everything. Fuck you, Windows. And that's the only problem, right? I cannot just completely stop recording and restart Windows whenever it wants it to be restarted. It's just ridiculous. I believe it only happens like every 2 months, but it's still annoying. Anyways, we have to talk about this guy and chess in general, but honestly, there's actually no other chess channel that is worth watching. People watch Hikaru because he has a lot of points and he's, I don't know, technically a very good player. Better than Gotham, but like, I don't care. If you look at their channels, not only Gotham has more subscribers, but he gets more views. He gets around 250k, 250,000 per video. Well, Hikaru gets 80,000 per video. If you look at it generously. But the kicker is he uploads two videos a day. So he gets like 160k. But comparing the subscriber counts, you wouldn't recognize how popular GothamChess actually is. How good his content is. How he retains audience, basically. And it's all through storytelling, basically. You know, a chess match happens, and it's like, what are the cool things that happened? What are the strategies behind it? All these crazy things about chess is just mind-blowing that it was interesting to me. In fact, it was more interesting than Mr. Beast. Chess has at least 1300. I don't know how much actually chess had because Windows has started. But Mr. Beast, who recently got 100 million subscribers. Cool, isn't it? Barely has 1260. Even chess could beat it. But you really have to be creative. You really have to put in the work, man. He uploads every day again. It's pretty ridiculous for a YouTuber to upload every day. You have to be super passionate about something and creative. I mean, it's crazy what this guy does. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that if you look at the points, heat points, we barely reached 200, around 200 at second day. I'm gonna sit for one more day at chess, and I was expecting chess to hit 1500 basically. And this is where my interest is like, it's too much, okay? I can watch forever because there is enough content for me to make chess crazy. Beyond crazy. I put it at a level of like Need for Speed. 1500, that's where Need for Speed is. That would make sense. It's scary because, you know, like, it kind of does certain things that Hearthstone should be doing. And Hearthstone is actually doing it. I'm talking about Hearthstone Battlegrounds. There's an actual score, which is called MMR, which determines how good you are, how high on the leaderboard you are. And it's kind of a very similar score that chess players have. Like, grandmasters have around 3,000. Crazy amount. You are lucky if you get 1,000 ELO rating, basically, on chess. You're very lucky. A YouTuber, Michelle, I don't know her last name, but she was like, "Oh, let's learn chess. I'm sure it's gonna be totally easy." And it took her 6 months to get to that 1,000 ELO rating. That's the crazy thing about chess. Is like, you wouldn't think about it, but it's such a complicated game. There's so many things that can happen in it. You can definitely run a channel of storytelling about chess. And this should be even more successful because like the way it's performing on my list, it's crazy, right? Now the fun part is I probably will not play chess. I'm not excited about playing chess despite learning all these strategies and everything. It's just fun to look at it. That's it. You know, the stories aren't compelling, but fuck chess. I don't like it. I don't want to know how good I am because it looks boring anyways. Right? It looks like when I will play chess, I will destroy myself because I cannot keep track of everything. It's just, there's too much going on. Even though it's 8x8 board, it's supposed to be so simple. Look how simple it is. You just keep track of every piece and make sure that every piece guarding every other piece is nobody's attacking pieces and nobody's, you know, having some crazy strategies. A few moves down the line, you have to calculate all these things. And you have to keep track of your own strategy too. And how would it work? A few moves into the game. What will your opponent do? Are you in a good position? How can you improve your position? You have to think about all these things, and when you see people play a fast chess game, and Gotham is like, now let's talk about it for 20 minutes. Yes, they created this in 6 minutes, but there's so much strategy behind it. We're gonna sit here for 20 minutes and talk about it, you know. That's the fucked up part. These grandmasters play really fast. They're just automatic. It's unbelievable. They just get the feeling of the board and get the feeling of the future. They're just robots of chess, you know, like unbelievable. It's such talent. It's so interesting to just know all of this stuff. If you never stumbled into chess, like you gotta check this out. Now, the way I stumbled into chess is there was a chessboard in a hospital, which I was stuck in for a year. And there were actually a few good chess players that showed up in that hospital. One of them, which, you know, kind of encouraged me to look into chess and be interested in it in the first place. He wasn't that good as Gotham for sure. His rating would be around like maybe 1,000, because he kind of knew everything. He knew how much the pieces are worth. He knew some basic strategy, basic openings, I suppose. I didn't know anything. I was like, oh, you can do this opening. Let me do this opening forever, because I don't know anything. I would do the London opening where you just push the pawn and push the bishop. That's the only thing I saw as like, oh, that must be a good opening, because it wins games. But no, you have plenty of openings. Which I don't know how they work, honestly. It's just impossible to predict the future. But these people have to know how they work. It breaks my head. Oh yeah, and the craziest part is that this guy, I don't think he even deserves 150,000 views every day, because it's like he just uploads his live stream and he's answering random questions and shit while destroying noobs, basically. Like, who would watch this, dude? No one wants to see people getting destroyed. It's like, oh, that's really fun, isn't it? Speedrunning. I'm just doing a speedrun, don't worry about me, man. I have to destroy these people. Yeah, whatever. This is just incomparable to Gotham's content. Incomparable. Unwatchable. Compared to, like, inescapable. I just can't escape Gotham. But at the same time, chess can only do so much, okay? Yes, it's crazy, but at some point I will get bored for sure. Alright? I will start seeing things. I will start seeing into the future. And which moves are good or bad. I will be able to pick that up, man, with my brain. And then I will be bored when I know everything about chess. Absolutely. Banning him from Twitch for streaming Dr. Disrespect's content. Oh my god. Well, he's banned, so you can't stream his content. Losers. Ah, man. That makes no sense. Honestly. You shouldn't be able to stream content that he's banned for. Yeah. It's like, well, you're banned. That means you're very bad. Everything you did was bad. You know. So, you can't stream any of that content because it's all bad. It's about that bad person. Please don't do it. What the fuck? I'm actually making a thumbnail for this video as I recorded it. What, is multitasking genius or something? It's crazy. Now, I didn't mention this, but I found chess content 13 days ago. Probably what I did is just search up chess for some reason. It's like, well, let's see how entertaining this is. Because I have experienced some chess, I want to know more about it. And so I got drawn into it like crazy. I got what I wanted, basically. If that was the case. Because it's probably really hard to bump into chess otherwise, unless you search for it. It's a common poison pawn. So he says. It's not common. I see it like second time throughout his whole content that I've seen. Who knows how much I've seen at this point. The cool part about this is that, yeah, if you take the pawn here, god damn it. Yeah, now if you take the pawn here, you can't escape with your queen. It's trapped. It's amazing. It's the most amazing thing you can do in chess is trap the queen. Because it can move everywhere. Why wouldn't it be able to escape? Also, this fork is pretty interesting. You put the queen over here and you can either take the rook or not exactly the pawn, you can take the bishop. Because, you know, while your queen is here, this pawn cannot move. That's a very interesting fork. Of two things you can take, it's crazy. And there's nothing the black can do to prevent this. Yeah, the one thing chess actually does better than Hearthstone is give you tons of moves. Instead of like in Hearthstone, you get like around 5 cards at most. And you can only play 3 of them. And you're probably gonna curve out better if you play 1 of them. That fills out, that uses all your mana basically. So on Hearthstone you have 1 move and maybe a few attacks with the things you played previously. But that's about it. That's why Hearthstone is a bad game. Alright, it's the worst part about Hearthstone, and chess highlights that very well. That if you give players a lot of moves, you can come up with crazy stories. I think something interesting is happening here. And Gotham actually encouraged to attack the queen with bishop from here. But I think if you attack it from here, the queen is trapped. You cannot go anywhere here. Oh, I guess it can go here because it would be a queen trade. Never mind. But that was fun. It's cool little difference if you wanna queen trade queens. But yeah, that's a cool little thing. It's just the same piece can move two different ways, and it presents almost a completely different outcome. Wait, what? He said he falls for it, but the rook is under attack. Oh, I guess you moved the rook. Fuck. Yeah, because if you take this, you get checked, and then you take the rook for sure. But you can just move the rook because you're not checked right now. Cool, the more you learn. But I will still not play chess because I'm not interested. It's black's move. What should black move in this position? There's a discovery check with the bishop. You move, you check your opponent's king, and you get to pick up their queen because of that. Awesome. But even after I know this, I would probably still miss that. Because I just... But that's why I will not play chess. Because you actually have to try hard and look for everything. And improve a skill that is like... It's too complicated at this point. And it's not rewarding at all. I barely play Hearthstone, dude. And it's pretty rewarding. But yeah, it still has the same problem actually. Because it's like, well, I don't actually know what decks to play. I don't want to just waste my dust. So I want to pick up like a really, really fun deck. And a good one, you know. And a cheap one, which doesn't really happen very often. Wait, what's going on? So he's clickbaiting that he becomes a grandmaster even though he doesn't become a grandmaster, right? Because in later videos he's not grandmaster, he's just international master or whatever. And that's the logo right there. Which changes to being grandmaster all of a sudden. So while he's submitting that he's supposed to be grandmaster by beating all these grandmasters, submitting his, you know, all these wins, he is grandmaster while he's doing it. Like, how do you make sense of this shit? It's the ultimate confusion ever. And so again, we see the power of nonsense taking effect and confusing grandmasters, dude. That's how he wins every single match, dude. Awesome. I completely missed that the queen is hanging, dude. He could have killed it with a bishop. Oh my god. He's gonna win it anyways, though. He's gonna win the game. But yeah. I'm so disappointed. Ah, yes, I forgot. It's April 1st, dude. I forgot to look at it that way, dude. Alright, we have reached 1500, which is what I expected to do. And I don't think I want to watch anything anymore. I'll just finish watching this thing. Final guess the ELO. Can he guess the ELO? That special number that defines everything about a person playing chess. It is everything, dude. Wow. Only Hearthstone Battlegrounds has MMR. The ranked mode does not. It only has a place in leaderboard. When you reach legend, you get to see what place you are at, but you don't actually get to see what level you are at, which is what ELO is supposed to represent. Sad. Yeah, this number is so cool. I wish Hearthstone had it. So that's another thing that chess is doing better than Hearthstone. What? Wait, whoa! Instead of taking the rook, he just made it himself, right? He can't go here. He still can go here, right? Okay, that's fine. Oh, it is made. Okay, whatever. Congratulations. So, what do we get then? He's like screaming, it's made! It's, oh my god, he survived! Yeah! This is fucking awesome, dude. Nope! Yeah, baby! Let's go! I think it's between 14 and 1500. Fuck yeah, 1800. Look at that. Yeah, baby.
2 minutes?
Holy shit.
2 minutes on the clock is an 1800? What?
This is the moment, man. He does all this commentary and he's like, what? I'm gonna say it's like 900. And I swear if y'all are like, oh my god, I gotta flip. It's 15. Whoa. Ah, it is. Oh, okay. I thought it was 1500, but it switched. God damn it. What? What the fuck? He was like showing, oh, you have to move pawns and shit, and I'm like, this is space for me. I don't understand. You always move your king back and forth and give up when all the pieces, you know, get removed somehow because you're not doing anything. I don't know, man. All these strategies. Why are you not moving this pawn? You have to move this pawn and this pawn. I don't know, man. I don't see a difference. I'm blind. Don't bully me. I never thought chess would be so funny, dude. You couldn't guess this one either. It was... his guess was 1100, but this was 1500. Whoops. He thought the opening was so stupid. Why would you move the rook to B8? I might throw this whole episode... what, in the absolute trash? Absolute. Yeah. Perfect, dude. Perfect ending, dude. Oh, man. I don't know what reward this award is supposed to get, but man, that was so funny. Ridiculous. Every time I laugh, I have to give this power up thingy. So, he gets extra points from that. It's not much, but it's still something. Oh boy. Well, I don't know, man. This is very intriguing. I might still watch chess content after this. Who knows? But I still have to move on and do something else. Alright, see you guys next time.